Let's recap a bit, shall we? You four brought me the summoning key, along with the souls of yourselves, after defeating Dark Brandon with your interdimensional counterparts. You prevented the collapse of the multiverse and had earned a long overdue rest from the evils you had faced thus far. Of course, you had questions for me.
All right, Doc, we've done all your dirty work. Now mind telling us why all of this has happened to us? Why are we so important out of all the people in human history? Why 4 U.S. presidents?
Donald's right. It feels like you haven't told us everything.
Like I told you before, you really are special. I didn't just pull your names out of a bloody hat. At some point in your lives, your souls were touched by the ether, and the consequences of that have been immense. That is why the Presidential Zomboys exist in every universe. But none are quite like you four.
Touched by the ether? I sure didn't consent to something like that.
Well, in any case, we're ready to be done with all of this madness. Our families back home must be worried sick.
There's still the matter of Obama's soul that needs to be taken care of.
We took care of that already. When we were split up, me, Barry, and our alternate selves wound up in Stalingrad, where we found the other Obama.
Oh, really? Well, that's great news. I suppose that's all then. The only thing left is to send you four home. Tomorrow you can finally return to your dimension.
Ah, shucks, I sure am going to miss you guys. Same here, Light Brandon. You're the most handsome guy I've ever known.
Well, that's good to hear, Monty, but I should probably warn you about something. When we were at Stalingrad, Bill was there.
Did somebody say Bill?
Bill, you evil bastard. Thought you'd get revenge on us, did you?
Revenge? I am incapable of such desires. My master hasn't allowed me such motivations.
Then why were you at Stalingrad, up to your old tricks again? Barack and George wouldn't lie about that.
I have no clue what you're on about. I've been in the house this whole time, awaiting Monty's instructions.
Bill's right. I haven't let him out of my sight, and he has no soul either. He is physically unable to act on his own. Barack, George, you're sure it was Bill you saw?
There was no mistaking his voice. He wasn't in his physical form, though. He was some sort of anomaly floating around. He escaped and didn't make it clear where he was going, but he's hell-bent on taking you down.
I see. Well, if what you're saying is true, then we must be on our guard. I'm not sure how exactly Bill's soul is existing outside his physical form, but surely it won't be able to find its way here.
Should I do anything different, Master?
No, it's fine. Just be cautious, everyone. Between you and our Joe 1.0 over here, we should manage.
No way is he gonna get past me.
All right, well, can we go to bed now? It's been a hell of a day and I'm pooped.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy too. Saving the multiverse takes a lot out of a guy.
Joe, when are you not sleepy?
Yes, very well. Get some rest, you four. Tomorrow will be a big day for you.
This is it, guys. Tomorrow we finally go home, to our families.
Well, let's get some shut-eye then. Good night, everybody.
Things were mostly going according to plan. However, Bill just had to go and balls everything up. He was easily susceptible to outside forces.
Please, you must help me.
Who's there?
Follow my voice. Only together can we prevent the destruction of your world.
You see, Bill was without a soul. Perhaps not my best plan instead of just wiping him from existence, but that's just how it is.
I hear you, but where are you?
Just a little closer. Down the stairs, William.
And of course, we left the most powerful object in this or any other universe just lying on the fucking table.
I don't see you.
In here, my old friend.
Inside the summoning key? I don't understand. Right behind you. Ah!
Somehow, someway, the evilness in Bill's soul made its way to my perfect world. And of course, he had one thing on his mind: revenge.
Finally, I meet you face to face. I hope I've been a good pawn for you, my lord.
You have done good, Bill. All of the years of dedication from you have finally paid off. You have truly redeemed yourself after your numerous failings.
Oh, thank you, my lord. What is next? Can we finally crush those Presidential Zomboys?
Patience, Bill. One victory at a time. I brought you here, allowed you to reclaim your body. Is that not enough for the time being?
Of course, Master. I am grateful for the gifts you have given me. I just can't contain my excitement. finally having my revenge.
Our revenge, Mr. President. Let us head out and show Monty what we think of his perfect world.
At once, my lord. Those fools will know the true meaning of fear.
The thought of that perverted creep Slick Willy and the Shadow Man with his tentacles yucking it up in my basement makes my skin crawl. But either way, they had the summoning key, and of course they used it to summon the bloody apothecons. Dimensions are merging. The undead have risen and I can't stop it, not on my own. So you see, everything has gone to shit. And even though you four should have been on your way home right about now, I fear you are the best chance at setting things right. But I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's a fucking shit show.
For fuck's sake. Just when we were so close to leaving this madness behind.
Oh, my lord, a giant scary monster. Please don't eat me.
Don't worry, Joe. Fortunately for us, he was just hungry for a pack-a-punch machine.
Well, that's not much better, Barack. We kind of need that to survive.
What exactly is this place anyways? It didn't look like this when we got here. So much for a perfect world.
Like I said earlier, the dimensions are merging, Joe. You will come across locations familiar to you, I'm sure. This is just the beginning, though. If the Shadow Man and his cronies succeed, the entire multiverse will collapse.
Well, that sounds just swell. So, gentlemen, you ready for one last zombie-slaying adventure?
We've made it this far, we can do this.
I love the enthusiasm, Donald. I do hope you don't lose that fighting spirit as our hordes of zombies and Apothecon army tear you to shreds.
Bill, you bastard, where are you?
Once again, I have ascended. My master has given me a great role in his army. I'll take great pleasure in destroying you four once and for all.
Never gonna happen, you creep. Guys, we gotta take back all the corruption engines if we want a fighting chance.
What are those creepy black creatures?
Apothecon Furies. Just one example of the horrors the Shadow Man has at his disposal.
Did you say Apothecon furries? They'd get along well with my son, Hunter.
Jesus, Joe. When we go home, you need to give your son a good talking to.
Well, we better get a move on before we get overrun out here.
Guys, follow me.
Do you even know where you're going, Joe?
Oh, shit. Whew, thought that was gonna kill me.
Speak for yourself, George. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, shit, I remember this place. This is that jungle where I got the baby gun.
And also, unfortunately, where Kamala and Pence got stuck in that temporal loop. At least they have each other.
Love blooms in the craziest places, I guess. But I do wish we could have saved them.
No point in getting caught up in the past. Let's move.
Barack Obama, 44th President of the United States. Why do you fight so hard for these three?
What the? Is that the Shadow Man? Get out of my head, you creepy fuck.
Embrace the chaos, Barry. It is not too late to join us.
I will never betray my brothers.
Damn, Joe, you really had to bring us to the side that didn't have the mystery box?
Stop your bitching, Donnie. Just buy a gun off the wall or something.
I did buy one, and it was the shitty LCAR-9. We need more serious firepower against these overwhelming odds.
All right, you two. This will be the final one for old time's sake. Stop with the petty squabbles.
I'll miss your iconic catchphrase, George.
Well, if these two don't stop their back and forth presidential debate level arguments, I may have to bust it out again.
Go forth, our parasites. Destroy the Presidential Zomboys once and for all.
Scary killer wasps. And I forgot my bug zapper back home.
Joe, just shoot the damn things.
All right, that's the last of them for now.
Let's get power restored in this area.
Bill, why have you not taken them out yet? We stand to lose everything if we do not stop them here and now.
I apologize, my lord. They proved too much for our parasites to handle. I will spend a century groveling at your feet, begging for forgiveness for my insolence.
My God, Bill is such a simp for the Shadow Man. Anyways, corruption engine done. Let's head out.
I just realized this is the low-gravity room from that castle. Seems like our past adventures have come back to haunt us.
I forget you've never played Revelations, Joe. Yes, this place is a twisted amalgamation of various locations that the ether has corrupted. For example, now we're in Kino der Toten. I remember this place well from when we played together and I lagged out.
Good times. That was right after we got Joe back and defeated Dark Brandon for the first time, and George had to play Dead Ops Arcade by himself. I wish we could go back to when his shitternet was the extent of our problems, before all this multiverse chicanery.
Donald, did you just say chicanery? You're starting to sound like Chuck McGill.
Yeah, whatever, Gus Fring. Let's get a move on. I really don't want to spend any more time in the best zombies map of all time, as a certain YouTuber once put it.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think next is Verrucht.
I'm glad we never had to stay at this creepy place. I think I'd wet myself being stuck in this asylum for very long.
Heads up, boys. Found another corruption engine. Everyone group up.
Eat lead, you motherfuckers! I'm gonna keep you from getting over here like how I kept Mexicans from coming into the United States.
Geez, Donald, calm the hell down. Besides, didn't you learn from Yamato that immigrants are good for the country? I mean, if he had made it to America, we would have gained a true patriot.
Joe, I'm talking about illegal immigrants. I know you don't care since you have an open border policy, but don't compare Yamato to the lawless bunch you've let invade our country.
Now is definitely not the time for policy debate, you two. Besides, that wound is still fresh with Yamato. Let's not desecrate his memory.
Now this is a familiar sight. More than any other place, Alcatraz has had the biggest impact on our journey.
You're telling me, stepping into that dark mechanism, going to the scary place, I don't even want to think about it?
Don't worry, Joe. We'll be hush-hush about everything that happened in Alcatraz.
Thanks, Barack. Yo, I found a cool-looking hat. How do I look?
Wow, Joe, it fits given only old people wear those kinds of hats anymore.
I dig it, Joe. Reminds me of when Weasel saved us in Blood of the Dead.
Weasel? You mean that little bird? No. That was another version of Joe who had broken the cycle previously when he was stuck in a purgatory set up by the Shadow Man.
Well, thanks for the lore dump, Monty, but there's a Void Margwa headed our way.
Ah, shit, that three-headed hentai monster knocked me on my ass.
Well, Mr. Margwa, you have Melania beat. She only has two faces.
They've got us surrounded. We need to break out of this prison.
Well, hopefully this gets Donald used to prison when we get home. Just imagine, the Margwa is your bunkmate after you drop the soap.
Fuck off, Barack. I know my good friend Joe is gonna pardon me.
All right, guys, last corruption engine.
Bill, you mustn't let them take the last one. Send everything we've got.
Yes, my lord, as you command.
Shit! Keep your finger on the trigger, boys. They're sending everything.
Still not enough to keep us down.
Fuck! Master, I'm so sorry. I could not prevent them from capturing the corruption engine.
Bill, you worthless little maggot. I am beginning to seriously regret giving you such power, since you do not know how to wield it.
Well, the Apothecon army seems to be very disorganized, which is a good sign. But Bill also seems to be into being degraded by the Shadow Man, which is kind of weird.
Organized or not, we're gonna take them down. Let's hit the box and get some better weaponry.
Also, let's keep an eye out for shield pieces and the Keeper protector parts.
Oh shit, I got the Apothecon servant.
That's it, George. Fist that alien squid gun.
Well, now I'm not sure if I want it anymore.
Well, it's not the Argus, but the Haymaker will do for now.
So, how do we go about stopping the Shadow Man exactly?
I'm afraid it'll have something to do with shooting random rocks and bones. I hope I'm wrong, though.
Ooh, I got some sort of little squid in a jar. I'm gonna name him Joffrey.
It's already got a name, Lil Arnie, but sure, call him Joffrey.
Got a dragon shield part. Guys, we're making good progress. We should head to Nacht and... Ah! Fuck!
Wake up.
What the fuck was that?
Donald, are you okay?
I don't know. I got dizzy for a second, and this sharp pain came over me, and it sounded like someone called out to me.
Think it's the Shadow Man playing tricks on your mind?
That wouldn't surprise me. He'll regret fucking with me, though, because I got the thunder gun.
Oh, hey, I recognize this place. This is that building from D Machine.
Joe, you noob! This is Toten, the very first Zombies map.
Of course I knew that. I was just joking.
Well, since we're all here, we should use the death ray to give that Apothecon beast the shock of its life.
Everyone grab a dragon shield, too.
Pull the lever, Joe.
This creature is in for a bigger shock than Donald after I beat him in 2020.
Into the belly of the beast, everyone.
Now that was disgusting.
Good job, gents. Now that you have found the Pack-a-Punch, you will stand a fighting chance against the Apothecons.
George is going to have to shoot those floating rocks so he can upgrade his Apothecon servant.
Hell, papping it is just overkill, honestly. It does infinite damage against these freak bags.
The Revelations Pap Camo goes so hard, it really feels like our guns have been blessed with otherworldly energy.
So now what do we do?
You will need to summon one of our Keeper allies and perform a ritual.
So, I have a question for you, Doc. You said that the Presidential Zomboys exist in every universe, right? And our counterparts we met yesterday are the only ones who have the luxury of not having to deal with Element 115 apothecons and all this other crazy shit. So why not summon other Zomboys to help us with this fight?
Good question, George. If you'll recall, I stated back when you guys were stuck on the moon that in every other universe, the Presidential Zomboys perished at Alcatraz. None of them lived long enough to gain the experience you all have. However, I was kind of lying. There is one other universe in which the corruption of the ether hasn't fully happened. But those guys certainly wouldn't be much help either.
Why not? I mean, if they're us, then they must have the potential to be zombie slayers, like the guys we met yesterday.
How do I put this? They're a strange bunch. Most of what comes out of their mouths is, as the kids would say, out of pocket. Maybe I should check up on them.
Bro, what the fuck do you want? I'm kind of playing Dead Ops Arcade right now.
No shot you're actually playing Mid-Ops Arcade.
Yo, dude, don't start with that, please.
What was
anyway,
that?
I finally got around to installing plutonium today. You want to play some custom diner? No perk limits and just hang out?
Wait a minute, this ain't how I remember Diner. Whoa, where are those super fast zombie players that try to kill you?
You're adopted.
Honestly,
you guys see
Donnie,
that?
you're probably the adopted one.
Fuck off, Drone
Shush
Striker.
before Joe tickles your pickle. So, George, are you playing with us or not?
Ha! You have a few screws loose if you think I'm playing with Joe's
Georgina,
zesty
you
ass.
fucking boomer.
Have fun, guys.
See, Joe? I told you he wasn't going to want to play with us.
Whatever, he's just scared that I'll try to bag his cute ass and dump my...
Oh my God. Shut your bitch ass up, you
the
got no
feeling that
use.
Dr. Monty from Flops 3. What the fuck?
Joe, still with us.
Monty is here, and he's coming.
Joe, are you in here? I wanted to ask you something.
It's Dr. Monty.
What
Go
are you
away,
talking
you big
about,
palooka.
Joe?
Well, that wasn't a good idea. The Joe of that universe seemed aware of my presence somehow and thought his wife was me. Poor Jill.
Well, I guess as vast as the multiverse is, it really is just us four that can handle this endeavor. No pressure, guys.
Yeah, just the entire fate of the multiverse resting on our shoulders. No biggie. Anyways, I found the last piece for the Keeper Protector. Let's build this thing.
Hey, what's up, buddy? You here to help us?
Joe, somehow I don't think he's up for a chat. We got to bring him to one of the jump pad thingies that has a triangular stone so he can do this stupid ritual.
All right, I went ahead and checked it. It's this one. Get to doing your weird chanting thing, Keeper.
Now to protect him. God, I remember how dumb this part is. Everyone thought his little dance thing was a visual glitch when Revelations came out.
Yeah, this map banked on nostalgia hard. But I guess, considering it's real, it had to end up that way.
Does make you wonder how Treyarch designed the maps to be exactly like real-world places that most mortals don't know about, unless Monty just willed it that way. Still, this place is crazy. Definitely writing about this one in my diary.
Joe, you're a grown-ass man. Why do you have a diary?
In case my dementia ever overtakes my memories and I forget our adventures.
Well, great. Now I feel bad.
Hey, look, the Keeper dropped his mixtape. We got to take it to Noct.
Shit, more of those apothecon furries and killer bees are here.
My master, with his benevolence and grace, has allowed me another chance to destroy you fools. Tear them apart, my minions.
I really wish we had put the summoning key somewhere better than just sitting on a table. Watching the multiverse unravel before my eyes was not on my bucket list.
It's imperative that you reclaim the summoning thingamajig ASAP. We can't let their hard work of trapping the Shadow Man in there be in vain.
Wait, who are you talking about? We never found out how the Shadow Man got in there in the first place.
Why, who else but your dad, Reagan, Nixon, and Kennedy? While Donald was busy controlling the ether, the Shadow Man had sent them on their own little journey. Thankfully, they realized their mistake and triumphed over him.
Wow, so they turned out to be Presidential Zomboys in their own right. Saving us at Call of the Dead would have been enough, but defeating the Shadow Man, that's seriously impressive.
Great, back at that creepy asylum again, alone.
Don't worry, Joe. Nearby is an area from the Island of Despair you visited recently. There is a gift waiting there for you from a friend. Thought it might help you out.
A gift? For me, you shouldn't have, Doc.
It's in the corner, Joe.
Monty, what is the meaning of this? You said this was the gift of a friend. You don't mean...
That's right, Joe. It is a relic from your friend, Yamato.
His katana? How did you get a hold of this Monty? He didn't even have it on the island.
I can do lots of things, Joe. While my powers are limited currently by the Shadow Man taking control of this realm, I was able to pull this from Yamato's dimension. Figure he won't be needing it anymore, and it might give you some motivation.
Yamato, you should be here with us fighting to save the universes. Your life was ended too soon. But I will carry your blade with honor and humility so that your memory and sacrifice will continue to inspire us. Thank you for this gift, my friend. You represent the very best of our American ideals. May we meet again in the next life, Yamato Fujihara. Time to cut these undead and apothecons down. May each kill bring honor to Yamato's memory.
Given what you both went through on that island, I can think of nobody better to wield his katana.
Thank you, Donald. That means a lot coming from you, my friend.
Let's all meet up at Noct and listen to the audio reel.
Still no word on their current condition. We have increased the medication, but there's not much we can hope to accomplish here. I believe the best option going forward would be to...
Well, that was weird. What do you suppose that meant?
No clue, but we have to now head inside the apothecon and plug the holes with Lil Arnie's.
Just remember that this'll spawn Marguis, so be on your guard, everybody.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Barack. Took it down, though. Let's look for more of those... Ah! What on earth? Was that the same thing you experienced, Donald? The world, it was phasing in and out before me.
Sure sounds like it. You okay, Joe?
Yeah, well, let's just get this done. Maybe the gases from the monster's stomach is fucking with our brains.
Look out! Papa Panzer has returned to ruin our day.
You managed to kill the Panzer Soldat? I'm impressed. However, you're only delaying your inevitable deaths.
You can keep acting like the fake news media and underestimate me, Shadow Man, but don't be too shocked when I personally show up and shove a grenade down you and Bill's throats.
Donald, only my master is allowed to shove things in my throat like his tentacles.
Jesus, you creep. Let's just head to Kino and play the next audio reel.
Play that shit.
Is there really nothing you can do? We want our husbands back.
Yes. How am I supposed to buy the fancy clothes without his credit card?
I'm sorry. We're doing everything we can. Unfortunately, it seems like they'll never fully...
That voice that sounded like Melania. Our wives must be looking for us.
And that sounded like my Jill. Well, boys, the stakes have just been raised.
Okay, well, now that that's done, I need to upgrade the apothecon servant, and we need to shoot these rocks and bones.
There's a couple of those floating rocks for the apothecon servant upgrade.
So, Monty, how are you and Light Brandon holding up?
Honestly, if you could see just what was going on outside your realm of perception, it would blow your minds. That's the main reason I kept it back. If I were to give you an analogy, I'd describe it like this. When a duck swims on the water, you only see it glide, apparently effortlessly across the lake. But underneath, as in beneath the surface, it's a whole different story. Its legs are moving like he's pedaling a fucking bicycle up a mountain. Well, that's me right now. I am that duck.
Okay, man, we get it. A simple not good would have sufficed.
Guys, I got this like crazy ricocheting energy shotgun. This thing is insane. I think the Baymaker has some competition.
Oh, you mean the Banshee? Yeah, it's a pretty dope gun, honestly.
All right, upgraded my servant. Now to go give those bones the good suck.
Well, George, I've got a bone you can give the good suck to.
Oh my God, no. That's fucking gross.
Well, if Monty is that duck, then Bill is 100% that cuck.
Let's just shoot these rocks and bones already.
George W. Bush, are you really going to risk your life on these fools when you could have ultimate power? Think. The destruction of September 11th would barely compare to the strength I could grant you.
Never. Shadow Man, you must not know what true friendship is, because I wouldn't trade these guys for anything in the world, especially to aid you and Bill Clinton.
Damn, I'm a natural-born samurai. Yamato would be proud.
You know, I can bring him back. All you have to do is submit to the chaos. You too can have the powers of Dark Brandon.
No way, Jack. Yamato wouldn't want me to do that. He was a hero. And you're trying to get me to betray the very things he fought and died for. Well, you've got another thing coming. We're going to destroy you once and for all.
There's the skull, George. Shoot it.
Are we almost done playing Dr. Frankenstein and gathering bones?
Just shot the last one, everyone to knocked.
All right, all the bones are gathered. Suck them up again.
That body, is that Hillary?
Sure looks like her. That's a bit odd, but let's bring the audio reel to the top of the mound in Origins.
No, actually, don't play that audio reel. Its contents are not important. I need you four to hop on the corruption turrets, redirect their energy to Nacht.
Okay then. You heard the doc. There we go. Easier than winning my second term.
Yay, I did it.
Same here. Waiting on you now, George.
Got it. Everyone to Nacht.
Oh my God, a robot.
Not just any robot. This is the Hillary created by Hussein we told you about.
We meet again. I require your assistance. The evil entity known as Bill Clinton discarded my being here, and I want revenge. The one who calls himself Monty has explained your current situation. It is in your best interest to follow me.
Well, working with Crooked Hillary was not something I planned on doing today, but fuck it, let's go, boys.
Donald Trump. From the info my Bill provided, in life we were mortal enemies. May we put behind any misunderstandings for the greater good. I know how much you love getting revenge.
Well, I agree with you for once, Hillary.
You're still alive, you wretched machine. I should have torn your circuitry to shreds before I ceased using you as my vessel.
Enter the teleporter. Dr. Monty awaits.
You heard the woman. Everyone in.
Good, you have arrived.
What's going on, Monty? Seems urgent.
You're damn right it is. Things have just went from worse to we're absolutely fucked.
Well, spit it out, man. What's the deal?
The deal is that the Shadow Man and Bill have grown even more powerful. Bill controls the summoning key right now and is siphoning its energy completely. With that sort of power in the hands of that sexual deviant, all of reality is at risk.
Please tell us you have some genius idea to stop them.
Nope, afraid not.
So what then? We're just fucked. I mean, there's got to be something we can do. Think, Monty.
I've got nothing. This is his world now. The best I can do is throw some max ammos your way every now and then. What is it, Light Brandon? Got an idea?
I suppose that could work, but it's risky.
What you thinking?
Monty purified the darkness from my soul. But truth is, I still have a bit of power left in me. The Dark Ether's corruption isn't something you can easily get rid of. This last bit of power I have could be used to get you close enough to Bill to retrieve the key.
That'd be great. But what's the catch?
When I use up the last of my power, he will come to collect. What do you mean? Who and collect what? I never told you all how I got my power, how exactly I became Dark Brandon. I spent more time in the Dark Ether than any mortal ever has. Literal eons. And to do that, I needed strength not possible by natural means. I made a deal with the devil, a dark ether entity known as Cortifex the Deathless.
Who dares step foot into my domain?
I am Joseph Robinette Biden, 46th President of the United States.
I care not about your title, you filthy red blood. How and why are you here?
This is the dark ether, isn't it? Built a machine powered by human suffering that ensured upon my death I would arrive here. Truth is, I want revenge. And to achieve this, I need power.
You are well informed for a mere mortal. However, power is a rare commodity in this realm, and I do not share it freely. Why should I not destroy you here and now?
Because I believe we can come to an understanding. There's something that benefits us both.
You dare try to bargain with the Lord of the Dead. You have more guts than the usual sniveling red blood that has the misfortune to arrive in the dark ether.
I know all about you, how you rule this place with an iron fist. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Keepers and the Apothecons?
I am familiar with their kind. The Apothecons invaded this realm. The Shadow Man told the former ruler that they were unjustly banished to this place, but I knew better.
I killed my master in cold blood and assumed the mantle of ruler of the Dark Ether's armies. I met with this Shadow Man and learned we had more in common than previously thought. Why settle exploring one realm when we can conquer many? The Apothecons are permitted to exist in the Dark Ether, but they are a means to an end. Any realms devoured by them will eventually belong to me. The Shadow Man is a fool for thinking his kind can coexist with mine.
Well, sounds like we can be of value to each other. I want to take down Dr. Monty, the leader of the Keepers. My plan also involves exploiting the Apothecons, leading them to their ruin. Give me the power to defy death, and I will make the multiverse bend to your knee.
An interesting proposal indeed. Very well, I will give you a fraction of my power, with the hope that you make good on your word. But be warned, Redblood, this power comes at a cost. The moment your goal is complete, and you no longer need my power, I will claim your soul.
Of course, I agreed to these terms. I wish I hadn't, but I was so blinded by revenge that I did, disregarding the consequences. I became Dark Brandon, and the rest is history. In short, once I do this, my soul will return to the Dark Ether.
Even I didn't know you had made a deal with Cortifex. I'm afraid even I can't get involved in Dark Ether affairs. Any business you had with him is strictly between you two.
Joe, are you sure about this? I mean, you're talking about sacrificing yourself for us.
Not just for you all, my friends, but for the entire multiverse. I can think of no better way to redeem myself.
Very well. I wish things could have worked out different for you. You were the first Joe I came to know, and easily the most important. I know not what awaits you in the Dark Ether, but I hope one day you may return to the land of the living.
Thanks, Doc. And other me, I want you to have these. Your aviators. Thank you, Joe. I will treasure them forever. I really wish we could have had that scoop of chocolate chip together, though. I know, me too. Make sure to eat a whole pint for the both of us when you go home. And if you ever get the chance to meet her, please tell Samantha I'm sorry for how I treated her. You betcha, Mr. President. We will never fully be able to repay you for what you're doing for us. Thank you so much. I owe you anyways. Don't worry about it. There's no time to sit around crying, though, Joe. We have a multiverse to set right. I will use the remainder of my power to bring you to Bill. Get the summoning key and give him and the Shadow Man hell. All right, we're ready. You may want to stand back for this, Doc.
Oh, of course.
All right, here goes nothing.
You must go now, quickly.
At last, the time has come, Joe Biden. It seems you have failed to keep your end of the deal, and now I will claim your soul for the Dark Ether once and for all.
Shit, Light Brandon, we can't just leave you here.
Please, you must, my friends. I can't hold it open for much longer.
He's right, Barry. We gotta go while we can. We'll never forget you, LB.
All right, Cortifex, you bastard. You want my soul? It's all yours.
Your suffering will become legendary.
For what I got in return, saving my friends, it'll be worth it.
All right, Bill, you freaky bastard. Show yourself.
Oh, Donald, you poor, misguided fool. I am not something tangible that you can perceive with your mortal eyes. I have become so much more. Can you feel me stirring in the air around you?
The only thing I feel right now is the overwhelming urge to shoot you. Now stop talking in riddles and show yourself.
You really don't understand, do you? How my wife lost to a buffoon like you, I'll never understand. I assume you came to try and steal the summoning key from me? Well, you're out of luck. This place will become your grave, Presidential Zomboys.
Don't look now, guys, but zombies incoming.
Looks like this will be a tough battle. Come on, everyone. Let's show this creep just who he's messing with.
We beat Bill before. We can damn sure do it again.
Look, there's the summoning key.
How do we get it, though?
Simple. You don't.
The Chronorium. You must recite the sacred text to stop him.
Nobody is better at reading the language of Lovecraftian horrors than me. Believe me, many people are saying that I'm the best.
If you're so good at it, Donald, then do it instead of bragging.
Donald barely has a grasp on the English language past a 4th grade level. You seriously expect me to believe he can speak Apothicon now?
Yeah, I don't know. He might have a point there.
I've played enough Revelations to recognize the symbols for the runes of creation. Those are just what we need to get the summoning key back.
I hope you're right, Donald, because Bill has the upper hand right now.
Crush them, William, or else I will crush you. This is your last chance.
Of course, my lord. They won't leave this place alive.
All right, we've discovered the runes of creation. Now we just have to...
I don't think so.
Who turned out the lights? I want my mommy.
I'd probably say that was Bill. And also grow a pair, Joe. This is our lives on the line.
Watch out, boys. There's lightning on the floor and Margwas all over the place.
My Margwas are eager to wrap their tentacles around you and rip you in half, Barack.
Is that all you've got, Bill? We can handle anything you throw at us.
Not even close, Donald. Let's see how you handle this.
Oh, wow, you turned off the lights again, but this time it's purple. I'm shaking in my boots.
There's Void Margwas this time, and it seems the zombies are a bit more powerful. Keep your guards up.
Damn, it's darker than Barack's skin here. I can barely see in front of me. Sure hope I'm hitting my shots.
What? I'm not even dark-skinned, you crusty old geezer. Get your eyes checked.
Focus, you two. Is that all you've got, Bill?
Not at all. Donald, I know how much you love the spotlight. Let's see if you can survive in one when you're surrounded by my hordes of zombies.
Well, dumbass, you forgot to turn off the low-gravity filter. I can just jump over all your bullshit.
Bill, how could you make such a careless mistake? When this is all said and done, I will have to punish you severely.
I'm sorry, my lord. Please don't use the tentacles again.
Okay, I definitely did not need to hear that.
Shit, things are really heating up now, guys. Watch out for the lava.
Oh, when I was a youngster, I remember my brothers and I playing The Floor is Lava. Let's hope those hours of jumping from one piece of furniture to the other paid off.
Shit, it's hot as hell in here. I wish I wasn't wearing this suit. I'm sweating more than when they announced I had been indicted for the 4th time.
Just stay strong, Donald. He's got to be running out of shit to throw at us.
What's that saying again? If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen? Well, welcome to Hell's Kitchen, bitch.
Well, Bill, you can shove that Gordon Ramsay shit where the sun don't shine, because I believe we just beat your little game.
No!
Look, the summoning key.
Bravo, gentlemen. You actually did it. I'll get you out of there.
Master, I'm so sorry. I am a weak, pathetic fool. Any punishment you decide for me would be befitting of a useless worm like myself.
First Kennedy, now you. I knew it was a mistake to work with Democrats. You are beyond redemption, Bill.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I have done a lot in your name. If you would just give me another...
Holy smokes, he just devoured Bill. Ate him like he was one of my gobblegums.
This is your only warning, Presidential Zomboys. Monty is not who he says he is. He is leading you to certain ruin. Join me before it is too late.
Join the guy who's been trying to kill us. Yeah, right.
Glad you're not that gullible, George. Now, I think you know what needs to be done with the summoning key.
Yeah, just throw it at random objects from zombies for whatever reason.
Bullseye, just nailed the clock.
I got the key.
All right, Joe, let's go to Shang. You got to throw it at the focusing crystal by the Pap stairs.
Where is it? Is that it?
Good shit, Joe. Now let's head to Origins. We got to hit the gravestone at the top of the mound.
I see it.
I'll take it from here. To Mob of the Dead, everyone.
You gotta throw it at the poster in the jail cell, George.
Got it. Donald, you take it from here.
All right, there we go. Just one left, the explosive barrel and knocked.
The summoning key is sufficiently charged. You are ready to take on the Shadow Man and save the multiverse once and for all. Godspeed, my friends.
This is it, guys, our final and most important battle. Not just our own lives, but those of every soul in every reality is riding on us winning here today.
In other words, Joe, don't hold us back.
Hey, I've proven myself to be quite the formidable swordsman today. That Shadow Man better watch his ass before I cut him in two.
I know, I was just messing around, Joe. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, buddy.
All right, let's not get too mushy until we win. Everyone in the teleporter.
Welcome, Presidential Zomboys. To your imminent deaths, I have been waiting for you.
I do not think so. I will provide support to weaken this shadow man. Strike when he is vulnerable, comrades.
Well, damn, Hillary, guess you're not so bad after all.
Guys, one of those big-ass scary panzer zombies is on me.
Just be glad it's not one of those Origins panzers who can grab you with his claw.
All right, the Panzer and Margwa is dead. Let's get that summoning key to Hillary.
Here you go. Everyone shoot the hell out of the Shadow Man.
Fuck you, Shadow Man. You will never devour another universe again.
Pathetic. Your small arms are nothing against the full force of the Apothecons.
Watch out. He's employing the same tricks that Bill tried against us.
If you want any chance of defeating him, you must work together. When the opportunity presents itself, all of you should focus fire on him.
Monty's right. Just stay alive, everyone, and next time we have an opening, we'll end him.
You would really throw away your lives for a con man. Monty will lead you to certain ruin.
No more of your lies, Shadow Man. Get ready, everyone, for a better tomorrow. Let's finish this.
Truth be told, I never liked seafood, so take your calamari ass to the grave.
Taste the fury of a man who brought down 2 towers. This is your end.
No! You fools! You have no idea what you've done.
We just saved the universe. That's what we did.
Whoa, what happened?
I don't know, but I lost my cool hat.
You did it. No Apothecons, no Element 115, no undead. All of it gone forever.
Well, ain't that swell? Don't suppose we can make my 90-plus criminal charges disappear forever, too.
Donald, I think you're going to have to work that out on your own. But anyways, Dr. Monty, is it finally time to send us home?
About that. You snowflakes shouldn't even still be here. You should be fading out of existence by now.
What? You can't be serious.
Monty, you snake. We trusted you, but you planned on killing us this whole time?
I couldn't possibly allow you to live. You pose a greater threat to reality than you realize.
Then what was the point of all of this? We clean up your mess and our reward is death?
I'm sorry, but that is how it was supposed to go. How are you still here?
Well, Doc, turns out we're a lot smarter than you think. We actually saw this coming and made sure to be one step ahead.
Those blood vials. Where and how did you get them?
It's quite simple, really.
Oh shit, Donnie and Joe, it worked. The summoning key found you guys.
You will not believe what we've had to go through to get here.
I'm so happy you guys are okay. Yeah, same here. Now let's catch each other up.
Not so fast, Barack. Before we do anything, look around. We're in the lab at Alcatraz.
Well, what's the big deal about that? Other than being unsettling as hell, since this is blood of the dead.
Yeah, I'm not following either.
When are you, Sleepy Joe? Well, since I have to explain everything, as you four know by now, we're working with Dr. Monty to secure 4 alternate versions of ourselves. I'm sure this sounds very familiar, and there's a lot of ways this could go south. Since he seems to love your dimension so much, in the case that he tries to pull a fast one on us, we could use some sort of insurance policy.
Are you suggesting what I think you are? You need our blood?
Are you sure Monty would even do something like that? I mean, he's been so nice.
I'm sure Primus thought the same thing. Then boom, he was eating Dr. Maxis for lunch. Look, all I'm saying is that we just collect a small sample while we're here. I'm sure there are some tools around the lab for just such a thing.
Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Fine, we'll do it.
And that's how we managed to be one step ahead of you.
You think you're so smart, don't you? That you've somehow beaten me? You have no idea what is going on here. The ramifications of just what will happen if I allow you to go home.
We know enough. We don't pose any sort of threat to reality. You're the one with all the power here, not us.
Now that's where you're wrong. The reason this madness exists is because of you 4.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're the ones who fractured the multiverse. Your souls are bound to the ether. Wherever you exist, its influence is sure to follow. Think about it. There's a reason the other versions of yourselves were also transported across the multiverse. That sort of thing doesn't happen by accident. Of course, you did as I asked. Neutralized the threats to the multiverse for me, the other yous. And not only that, you left the bodies of innocent people in your wake. People who would have lived normal lives if not for the corruption your existences left upon reality. And due to recent unexpected developments, I'll probably have to start all over again. Drop another big bang just to wait a few million years for the chance to get things right this time. I'm sure as hell not looking forward to doing this again with you four. I mean, I was actually starting to like these versions of you. But until I can find a way to break the cycle once and for all, I have no choice.
We always have a choice. I mean, you're supposed to be all-powerful.
You have no room to lecture me, Barack. You and George are the ones primarily responsible for this mess.
What are you talking about? We've done everything you've asked us to and never strayed from the mission.
Maybe you didn't know any better, but you unknowingly ballsed up everything. The other Barack is still out there, doing untold damage to the stability of the multiverse.
What are you talking about? We found Hussein, the other me that was in Stalingrad. That's what the Chronorium told me.
Newsflash. There is more than one Stalingrad. And right now, your younger self is stuck there, all because you two didn't use your brains for a second and notice something was off about this Hussein. So no, there is no other choice, besides wiping you four from existence entirely. But I'd rather not do that, so the cycle must begin anew.
No way, you can't do this to us. We won't let you erase our entire lives without putting up a fight.
Donald, you seem to forget who's in charge here. Fighting back is pointless.
Please, wait.
What could you possibly have to say to me, Joe? It won't make a difference.
Oh, thank goodness. Phasing out of reality is a horrifying feeling. Now listen here, Doc. Instead of erasing us, why not send us home? Surely there's a chance things will work out. It's worth a try, right?
You really want to go home that badly? Fine. I suppose that could work. But don't say I didn't warn you. This better work for your sakes. Goodbye, Presidential Zomboys.
Wake up.
My aching head. Where am I?
Stay calm, Donald. You had an episode. Just open your eyes slowly.
Who the fuck are you? Where the hell am I?
Calm down, Donald. You're in a safe place.
I'll ask again, where the hell am I?
Someone's not in a good mood today. You're at the hospital, remember? Anyways, your ex-wife was here yesterday, but you missed her.
Ex-wife? What are you saying? I demand you let me out of here immediately. I'm the goddamn president.
Of course you are, Donald. You and your friends do love playing president.
What did you just say to me? And where are Joe, George, and Barry?
We just got word that they've woken up too. Did you take too much of your meds? Strange for all four of you to enter a comatose state at the same time.
Is this some sort of prank? What about the zombies? The apothecons? Is the multiverse saved?
Someone's been watching too much television in the Commons area, it seems. Listen, the nurse will come and see you here in a bit. We'll talk soon, and you can tell me all about these apothecons. If you need anything else, ask for Dr. Monty, and we can schedule a follow-up meeting. Until then, stay safe, Donald.
This can't be happening. I swear it's all real. We beat the Shadow Man, saved the multiverse. We were supposed to go home. Joe, Barack, George, where are you guys? This isn't real. We have to get out of here. Monty tricked us. I am the President of the United States. You hear me? Let us out of here.